Take one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to another episode. If you're tuning in for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before and you like the content, please, you know what to do. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. It's supposed to help me out. And if you guys want to help me out, that would be a great thing for you to do. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. What we're going to do now is an unboxing. So here is my box that we're going to open. For those of you, I just want to recap very quickly. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Anthony Frisone. These coins that you see on the left right here, these are 1/10 ounce gold eagles. Those are the quarter ounces. Those are the half ounces, and that's a full ounce. I started a new business around 4 or 5 years ago, and I started buying one coin at a time. That's all I could afford. Next thing you know, I have a full roll, and I said, you know something, screw it. Let's try to make something out of this. Then I started the next roll, which is the quarter ounce. We filled those up. Now we're up to the half ounce. It's a little difficult now because they're roughly $1,000 a coin, maybe $1,100 a coin, ballpark. These coins that you see right here, when I purchased a few of the quarter ounces, uncertified, just regular bullion from SD Bullion, they actually sent me, I just hit random coins, random dates, and they actually sent me these 4. So I didn't want to count them because I really wanted a full roll. So I kept them there on the other side, and I kept filling up the full roll. So I believe it was 50 quarter ounces. So now I have 54 quarter ounces. After we fill this up, I'm going to sell everything and put it into what I think might be a better investment, like real estate, Bitcoin, whatever it is. But real estate really is where I'm leaning towards. This is not my only investment that you're looking at, but this is more of a hobby and also the good way for me to preserve capital. So let's get to this unboxing, and I'm also going to show you the numbers that I did on Friday. For those of you who know this, this is the knife that I'm going to use to open the box. So just bear with me. I'll try to do it right here on video. So guys, while I am opening this, I'm going to just bullshit a little bit. So right now, I own a building. The building is worth maybe $600,000. It's been fully rented for the last 15 years. All my numbers and all my dates are ballparks. I don't know any dates exactly. I don't know any numbers exactly, but I know I have to be close. So I own a small strip mall with 4 tenants, and there's no mortgage on the building. So what I'm looking to do is I was looking to get a hard money loan against the building because I have someone that wants to borrow money from me at a higher rate than I'm going to be getting it from, obviously. So I just went to a few different places. Right now, everyone's killing it, supposedly, it seems like. So for me to give out 15-20% interest a year, they're doing better in the market, some people. So my investors anyway. So they right now, I offered them a 3-year loan on my building, principal and interest, and right now I'm getting turned down, not by a bank, by my private lenders, which is fine. It's all about business. So if they're getting a better rate somewhere else, obviously they have to go somewhere else. And I'm opening this up, just so you can see. Okay, we don't need the box on here. Here's so now these coins that I bought, I actually got them at Spot. I was lucky enough to find them at Spot. Okay, there's no reason to show you the receipt, but here it is. So what I'm doing, I was going through the papers and looking for mortgage, my building papers, my rent roll. So I went to a mortgage broker. So the mortgage broker told me what he wanted. He wanted 3 years or 2 years tax returns, my profit and my P&Ls on my business because I'm self-employed. So on and so forth. So a bunch of stuff that I don't enjoy getting together. But it's funny, when I was looking for everything, I'm not this video, but in the near future, I'm going to tell you a story about, because I found a title to an ice cream truck, right? From when I was probably 19 years old, I think. Me and a friend of mine, we went out and we bought an ice cream truck, but it's a funny story. I'll tell you that in one of these next videos. I had a Mr. Softy and a Good Humor ice cream truck in front of my house when I was roughly 18 or 19, looking to kick my ass. both of them came to my house. They stopped their trucks, both of them double parked in front of my house, and they were beeping the horn. And me and my father came out, and my brother, and I'll tell you the next video I do, but it's very interesting. So they weren't too happy with me, not my brother or my father, but the other drivers. And I'll tell you why in the next video. So here, this is what I just took out of this box. They are half ounces, and they look pretty. Let me just take them out of this. Oh, actually, okay. See if I can zoom in. So that is I'm going to do my old. And this other one is, so I got these two coins at Spot, believe it or not. And this is a 2002. And here it is right here. Let me just put it right in front of the camera so you can see it. And actually, it's a proof. So I was lucky enough to be able to find two proofs at Spot. Don't ask me how, but someone contacted me. And so now we're going to check how many half ounces that we have. Just give me 1 second. So let's just count these and see what we got here. I'm not sure exactly how many we have, but let's find out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're up to 14. Not bad. I'm not really sure how many fit in here. This is the first time I'm actually filling one of these up. It has the yellow cap, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to lay it back out there for those of you who like to see me throw them in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. Missing 2 is not bad. 12, 13, 14. All right, so we got 14. I'm just going to pack them back up, and then I'm going to show you what I did on Friday. All right, while I'm packing these up, I figure I'll tell you a little bit something about my ice cream truck. So when I was around 19 years old, me and a friend of mine, we were little entrepreneurs, I guess, so to speak. So I actually worked for a guy driving an ice cream truck. I'm going to put these in here. And I worked for him for 1 year, I believe it was, and I was like, wow. I can't believe I'm bringing $500-600 a day into this guy, into the ice cream truck. I never took a dime that wasn't mine. I might have ate some ice cream, which he allowed me to, but I never took a dime that wasn't mine. I always did the right thing. And the guy was a great guy. He owned an oil truck. They used to deliver oil, and he also owned I think 2 ice cream trucks. He went out on one, and I went out on one. The following season, I said to my friend, I'm like, listen, let's go buy an ice cream truck. So we looked in the paper, we found one. We ended up driving from Brooklyn to, I believe it was out Long Island somewhere. And we bought an ice cream truck. Okay, I'm just going to set these up right here. So what I did was I told my friend, I said, listen, let's buy this, but I don't want to drive it. You know, I have other things going on. I always worked, I always hustled, always had more than one thing going on. So, and of course, so did he. So we actually bought the truck, and we, a good friend of ours was just happened to be getting out of jail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, I'm going to fix these right here. So he, good guy, but he got in a little bit of trouble. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had a convicted felon driving our ice cream truck, which made it hysterical because they weren't serious like I was when I drove the truck for somebody. So I would park the truck in the side of my house, in my parents' house in Brooklyn, plug it in so all the ice cream would freeze. And in the middle of the night, I would hear noise in my truck. I'd come running out. It's my friends eating fat frogs and everything under the sun, and my brother's friends. So it wasn't really that profitable. But I'll be driving down Flatlands Avenue, and I would see my ice cream truck flying by me doing like 60 miles an hour with someone on a skateboard on the back of it. I seen him one time on the highway with a surfboard hanging out of it. They were selling cigarettes. They were selling, fireworks. They were selling everything out of this, which I didn't say it was okay. This is what they were doing. And actually, but it was kind of funny. Then I had Mr. Softy in a Good Humor truck come to my house and actually start beeping the horn. We came out. They actually told me, you can't drive in this neighborhood anymore. And so my father came out too. My father's like, what do you mean? You own this route? You bought this route? And they're like, yeah, this is our route. And my father's like, what do you mean it's your route? He's like, I've been here for 10 years. So when you first came, I don't remember exactly, but my father told me to take a walk, and my son's going to drive this route. And that's what I did. I drove the route. And if I really wanted to, I could have followed them to find out where they parked their trucks, and they could have got rid of their trucks. Just use your imagination. But I didn't want to do that, because if I had capabilities of having someone do that, but if you do that, then just like the movie, you got to pay the people that doing it for you. So if it's raining out, fuck you, pay me. If it's snowing out, fuck you, pay me. You're tired, you don't want to go out and drive the truck, fuck you, pay me. So I'm smart enough to know that if I would have had someone get rid of those trucks, torch those trucks, whatever it may be, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so here's the first 10. I would be indebted, I guess is the right word, for a long, long time, because that's what those people do for a living. They'll do you a favor, and you just got to pay them. And I would be the only truck in my area, but I would be paying these guys nonstop. So I know better. So I'm like, no way. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm going to drive, and if they give me a hard time, we'll just take it from there. But they didn't give me a hard time. I never seen them again. I seen them. I would come down one street. They would be going down the same street. I would make a left. That's all. And to be honest with you, I didn't drive it that much. So, we had a lot of fun. We made a little bit of money. Those ice cream trucks, you can make now. I don't know, but back then I was making $500-600 a day gross. You pay the kid 20%, so he gets $150-100 a day for driving the truck, and whatever. Then I had to go fill it up, the truck with ice cream and bubble gum and blah blah blah, and it was cool. It was a good thing for a young kid. Now I'm going to quickly just show you the transaction I did on Friday. Hopefully you can understand it. I'm going to pause this. All right, so what you're looking at right now is just a quick spreadsheet that I put together, and this is like my third deal for the year, or I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, second or third deal. However, so in layman terms, I'm not going to explain what I do exactly because it's too difficult to explain. But as you know, I do purchase future receivables, future sales from business owners. So this particular business owner right here, the business is the business, all right? So I gave him this business, just say this is hypothetical. No, it's actually in layman terms, I should say. So this business, I gave him $10,875 on Friday. However, he owed two other companies $5,000 and $4,000, as you can see. He owed Funder A $4,100, and he owed Funder B $5,000 for a total of $91.25. That's what he owed. Then he also needed for me to purchase more of his future sales, so he needed money for future sales. So I didn't give him, but we purchased $10,875 worth of goods. Actually, we purchased around $30,000 worth of goods for $20,000. So, but we didn't. So $4,000 went to one funder, $5,000 will go to another funder, $11,000. We're going to round it off. We'll go to the business itself for a total of $20,000. Right. So we purchased $30,000 worth of goods for $20,000. Sometimes this could take a year to pay back. Sometimes it could take 2 years. In this case, it's going to be roughly 100 days, let's say 110 days, which is around 5 or 6 months. So family and friends, like I said, if I don't have the $20,000 myself, I go to my brother. He gave me $1,000, and it's in green because I collected this money. So I collected $20,000 from family and friends, $1,000 each. We're a small company. We're not a big company. We're just, like I said, we're 4 years old, 5 years old, and we're growing. So $20,000 altogether I received from my mother, my brother, my uncle, my wife, even my son. So so I took $20,000 from them and I gave it to these people, right? These people are this person, the business owner, are going to pay me back. Let's see, they're going to be paying me back $30,000 altogether, right? However, these are the investors, so $1,000 for each investor. The reason why it's in red is because I'm paying it out. So these investors, they're getting 12. They're making 20% on their money. So they're making 20% on this deal. These are all different investors. I could have put their names there, but instead I just broke it up. And the last two put 4,500, then 2,000, then 1,000 each. This way it lessens the risk and everything also when I spread it out. So I collected 20,000. I'm paying out 24,000 in roughly 100 days. Sometimes it ends earlier. Sometimes another company will come out and buy us out, like I did to these people. And then we all get paid off earlier. So what I did was I actually lowered this guy's payments. This guy was actually paying with these two companies. He was paying like $375 a day. So we figured out the numbers where I could actually just collect around $275 a day, save him money, so it's better for his cash flow. So when this is all done, so these people, they're not going to get it at the very end. Every week I pay them. So actually I pay them $11 a day, but $54 a week is what I pay them. So $54, $55 every week for the next 21 weeks, you have to figure. And that's what I pay out. Every week, total, I pay out $1,090. So just to show you what I collect, if you can see it on here. So the business is paying my company $275 a day, or $1,300 a week. I'm paying these investors $220 a day. So $275 minus $220 is left over $55 a day. Not a tremendous amount of money, but or $284 a week, as you can see. I think hopefully it's on the screen. $284 a week. It could be a total profit of, let's say, $6,000, but it's not a total profit of $6,000. That's the gross. That's more like the gross number. So now I don't make that $6,000 right away. I'll make I'll make $55 a day in total, or $284 a week. So if this guy, God forbid, something happens, his business goes under in the first week, we don't make anything. I don't know what's up with this screen. I hope this thing wasn't going in and out the entire time. So with that being said, so this is basically what I do in a nutshell. And let me just get off the screen for a second. So guys, that was the business in a nutshell. Sometimes those deals are 45 days long. Sometimes they're 60 days long. Sometimes they're 125 days long. They all vary, and what we purchase, everything varies. If no one's really into that stuff, please let me know, and I won't even show it anymore on the channel. But if you guys are into it, yeah, I'm more than happy to show it to you. And I don't know if we could legally somehow invest. If you're allowed, then maybe we could set something up. But right now, all I do is just family and friends. And back to the coins, guys. Obviously, you see, we are almost done. We have, 14. I think there might be 40 in there. So we have a little bit of ways to go, but we're having fun. So putting that aside, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And if you want more stories like that good humor truck, I barely went into that. I just quickly mentioned a few things. I have a few stories that would probably blow your mind, and they're all business related, because that's all I did as a kid. I hustled. Right out of high school, the next day, I didn't sleep late. The next day, my father was banging on the wall, the first day of summer. If I have to go to work, everyone goes to work, and we were out. I was pumping gas, and that's what happens when you don't go to college. Not that there's anything wrong with pumping gas, but if you want to be an entrepreneur and you don't happen to have a diploma and stuff like that, you got to make things happen like I try to make things happen. So with that being said, God bless America, and God bless every one of you subs, and I really appreciate it. Again, hit that thumbs up, and guys, 2021, let's make a killing this year, and watch for my next video. Have a good day.